There's no one here today. There's no builders here. There's no nagging wife. There's no annoying father-in-law. It's just me and a load of pipes in the sun. Breakfast. This is gai ping, which means grilled chicken. 10 baht each. So much meat on there. I have to share it. This is jackfruit. A subscriber bought us these for a gift, 2 jackfruit plants. There's the other one. That's mango. I don't need to bother bringing my watering can down here today because we've had a lot of rain in the last 2 days, so that's the beauty of the monsoon season, isn't it? No dragging a bloody rusty old leaking water can 200 meters from the pond. The plunge pool will be behind this fence, obviously here, and we're going to have the drainage for that plunge pool come out across here onto the farm. So that will kind of service this whole side of the farm. We can put, at the very least, a hose pipe attachment onto the end of that pipe. The swimming in that plunge pool is almost a byproduct of its primary use. The whole point of that plunge pool is as a holding tank for the water. We needed to get the water from the well to this side of the farm somehow, and we thought, well, how can we utilize that process? How can we make the most of the journey that water has to take? Instead of just putting it through a pipe and then filling up the canal or watering all of the plants on this side of the farm, how can we make the most of that water before it gets there? And that's when we figured, well, we could build a kind of swimming pool. The water won't sit in that plunge pool for more than 2 days, maybe 3 days. That's why we don't need a filter and a pump on there like a conventional swimming pool. This started as a relatively simple job, and the more I've looked into doing it, the more complicated it's become. I had to design quite an elaborate sort of plan to get this completed. So I had everything listed, written down in a diagram, exactly what I needed, because I need the water to come out of one source, which is our well, out of the ground, and then I need it to go into 3 different directions. Jobs like this, I completely adore. I really do. And I'm no good at it, you know, I'm no good at it. But if I'm just left to my own devices to figure out something like this, the best way of achieving, you know, just simply to get water from A to B, I relish the task of it. I love it. And I learn by making mistakes. That's how I do it. Just to be thrown in, nobody here to say, no, that's how you do it. This is how you do it. Don't do that. Don't do that. I hate that. As soon as somebody says that to me, I switch off. I have no interest in doing it. If someone does that, I'd rather just pay someone to do the job and not even look at it. So there's no one here today. There's no builders here. There's no nagging wife. There's no annoying father-in-law. It's just me and a load of pipes in the sun. So this is our well that goes 66 meters down into the ground with a pump on it. The pump is powered by those solar panels there. And when I've turned on the solar, water goes along here and down here. And from here, this is what I've been building today, basically. And I needed some different options. I know this looks super complicated. And to be honest, I'm obviously no plumber. As you can see, maybe I could get away with just 2 taps instead of 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks quite ugly when all the blue pipe is above ground. Eventually I will bury it. I've still got some landscaping to be done around the corner of the house plot, so there's no point burying this now and then, you know, in 6 weeks time we've got a digger here excavating and landscaping and this sort of thing, so it's easier to keep it above ground. I've run out of pipe today, but this will go off into this pond. I just need another perhaps 10 meters to go into the pond. So it comes out of the well and down the hill and then into either the pond or the canal. That's the setup. And like I said, it will be buried eventually. So just to let everybody know, I'm actually doing a masterclass on plumbing, if anybody wants to buy into that. That was a joke, okay?